Hey, I'm Paul Solt from Super Easy Apps, and I wanted to make an announcement. I didn't get to make an announcement about this last week because I was just too busy. And the announcement is Photo Table's now on the App Store. So this is Photo Table. It's a multi-touch slideshow application. You can use both hands. You can have probably 3 or 4 hands on here playing with photos. You can just move them around. This is a slideshow that is interactive, so you can start it and then you can interrupt it at any time. So it'll sort of cycle through your photos, bring them to the front, and then cycle them off the screen. The way it works is you can grab any of these photos as it's doing those animations. And if you want to sort of guide this show yourself, you can just sort of look at the different photos and it will cycle photos into the app for you. So that's Photo Table. We launched this in 2011. It's been a long time. It was taken off the App Store because I didn't have time to update it for the latest APIs and all the changes. I had hundreds of warnings that I had to fix and a ton of code to update since this was all written in Objective-C. So it's now on the App Store. I mainly did it because I had a customer requesting it. And then once I got it working again in development mode, I was like, wow, this is super cool for my photos of my dog. It's super cool for photos of my daughter. Let's try and get this back on the App Store so I can show you what it looks like. So super fun, but let's take a look at what's going on. So we initially, we were working on this in the summer of 2011. I had 2 other developers working on it with me, and we were kind of doing it for this startup incubator thing at RIT. We initially submitted it. We had Game Center stuff in it, and we got rejected, and we were told that we had to remove the Game Center support, which allowed us to have multiplayer slideshows, so you could have multiple people looking at the same slideshow and sharing photos. Apple said we couldn't do that, so then we had to take that out. And then we got through App Store review once we went through some appeals processes and then just turned off all the Game Center stuff. So this got removed from the App Store, I think it looks like June 8th, 2018, because I stopped updating it because I just had a backlog of things I needed to do, and I was working on other projects, and I just didn't have time to do any of that. I started the process, but I just never finished it. So it was like half done, half not done. And then I had a customer reach out and say, could you get Photo Table working again? And I was like, So I looked into that at the beginning of this year and worked on it a little bit, cleaned up a few more things. I wanted to get it on TestFlight, but I couldn't get it on TestFlight because it had been removed from sale. So if you ever have an app removed from sale, the only thing that you can do is get it back on the App Store before you can do TestFlight. So I needed to clean it up even more than just like my debug build that was limited functionality. And so I got rejected because it crashed. It was related to the camera privacy APIs. All of these things changed since we wrote this originally in Objective-C, and we wrote it in 2012, which was with iOS 6. And that was when auto layout first came out. We did not add auto layout. I don't think I put any auto layout in. So all of the UI stuff was custom frame animations and just auto sizing masks, which I sort of understand, but to be honest, like some of it's a little bit magical, how it just works. And obviously it doesn't work all the way because on the newer screens, I had to fix a bunch of things. I had to add auto layout to get it to work again properly. And there's probably more auto layout or Swift UI that I need to add in order to get this to work totally. So I submitted it again last week after working on it for about a week and a half, sort of off and on between, I'm job searching right now. So I'm working on this while I'm sort of job searching, and got it approved last week, which was super exciting. It's not perfect. There's still more things I want to do. So I'm going to have a couple more videos on some updates that I'm going to work on for this. I want to integrate some Swift UI. So I've got a video coming out on that. I've got several videos coming out on that. But it's now on the store for distribution. I thought I turned off Mac support, but it's also on Mac. So apparently you can download it on the Mac App Store. So what did I want to show you? Well, version history is interesting. I'm probably going to have a 2.0 release. This has been like this 1.3 release has been here since like 2018 or before, when I was trying to, I guess, I was preparing the submission a long time ago. Yeah. And I just never did it because iOS 7 came out. iOS 7 changed a lot of things, and that meant I had to redo a lot of things, and I just never did it. So, the app information, it's a photo and video. It looks like I need a subtitle. I never had a subtitle. I don't even think they had subtitles when I launched this app, so that's something that I could add. Or they might have removed my subtitle. I think that's what happened, because it was too verbose. So they changed policies a number of times. So if you've had an app on the App Store, there's always going to be new policies sort of guiding how you can do things. And then Apple changes their mind. They update code, they deprecate code. You're always going to have to do a little bit of work. So that's the app. Right now, if we refresh this, we can see if we've gotten any more impressions. So I've got 66 impressions since it's been on the App Store. I really haven't announced it. It's not going to have probably the traction that it once had. And most of the views, it looks like it's converting at 5%, maybe. It's still super early. It's not probably ranking for any of the keywords that we used to rank for, which definitely helped a ton. I also had a free app that was helping drive sales to the paid app. I kind of just deleted that. Maybe I need to go back and re-add that. I'm not sure if Apple would approve that. So for right now, I'm planning on just having the paid app, and I want to add subscriptions at some point, but that's like super low priority. So I was thinking just today, it's priced at $10. I played around with price point a lot in this app. And $10, we made the most revenue. I was making $200 to like, I think $300 a month, maybe more. I forget the highest amount I made in a month, but it was pretty good money. But we had a lot of leads, and now the App Store is a lot more crowded. So I don't know how this is going to do. I don't know if customers still want to pay for things, or if they just want subscriptions, or if they want to have one-time purchases. So we'll see what that is. But this is sort of the analytics. If we look at this page, you can sort of see the impressions. So getting modest impressions. So if we look at the TestFlight, so under TestFlight, you can come into these settings and then you'll see your different versions. But what you actually have to click on is the external testing, which is on the sidebar. So this stuff's always moving around, and this is where we go. So here's my beta. I've got an anonymous link. Apparently I can't click properly. And this is the link. So we copy that link. And this link will get you a beta version of the app. So I'll have a link down below if you want to try out Phototable before you buy it, if you want to buy it and support me. That would be awesome. If this looks like an interesting app, just let me know in the comments down below. So if this was interesting, or if you're working on an app that you want to get on the App Store, comment down below and let me know if you're running into any issues trying to get it on the App Store. This is a super fun app, and I hope you have a great day. So thanks for watching.